Hey guys, Kev here, and let's rip into a knife, shall we? I have the Scout F3 from Griffin Company, aka Combat Beads. I think you can see, get fingerprints all over this machine satin. It's one thing I don't like about it, but I really like this knife. Let it be known that this knife is fantastic as is before I touched it. The detent is crispy, perfect in my opinion for all the deployments that you would like. It does have, the one gripe I have so far, there's two actually, is it has some pivot play, I think, so I can feel the blade pulling in and out when I do this. So the hole drilled for the pivot is a little bigger than the actual pivot, or maybe the D shape is causing that. And then the clip was a little tappy out of the box. I took it off and I bent it. You can see a little bit of a hump there, but now super tight, doesn't have any tap, so that's perfect. But let's get into it. Let's see if they Loctited it. It's T8. Nope, that's loosening right up. So T8, very standard Best Tech build here. D-shaped pivot. The clip comes out from this side, so it was real easy to get off. You just unscrew this T8, screw falls out, clip comes right off. And then you have a body screw down here, which is holding everything else in. Let's try to remember this pin back here, because I will probably forget. And then, well, that pin will be sitting around when we put the knife back together. It's left-handed, so it's still a little different here. I don't think there's any other hardware, right? There's that screw, but I don't see why I'd have to take it off. Grab my pry. Usually pops it right off. Yep. It was just stuck on something there. So here's the scale. You have a glued in insert or inlay, exposed relief cut, lock bar insert, over travel, all the good stuff there. Washer, of course. Then we have our 5mm bearings, which we can move aside. We have another washer. We'll deal with all that stuff. Stop pin, barrel, and another pin down here. Here's the back spacer. Had a pin in it a second ago, so there's another pin here. I'm just trying to keep everything organized so I don't have to guess. Very nice. Cool. That's it. I mean, pretty clean design overall. Let's grab some alcohol. We're gonna get our skiffs out, of course. First, actually, let me get a picture. Always forget the thumbnail pics, so just do it like this. Put the back spacer here, the clip here, hardware, 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 and then bearings. Cool. I know you guys don't care, but that's okay. Alright, cool. Sorry. Alright. Alcohol and cloth. Load up. Recommend the spray bottle kind. Everything that I use for disassembly is linked down below in the description. Don't really need to clean these. Don't need to clean that. Don't need to clean that. Pivot, yes. Backspacer, no. Clip, no. Pivot should fall out. Boom. Alright. Let's see how well affixed this is. So they seem to be doing a good job with that now. I think maybe they got the message from me, because I was giving them a little bit of shit for that on the buzz. So once you clean this machine satin off, it looks really nice, but it just fingerprints way too easy. Clean off any lock face area or anything that contacts the lock bar. See, it's already all dirty again. It is bead blasted in the slot. I hate that because I'm gonna rust it, but we'll see. Here's the lock bar. Tension looks good. I mean, for that detent, I like how it's not like bent way over. And I'm not going to mess with it. That detent was money. Let me grab the pivot and the barrel, and we can clean those. We're just going to take our T8, and here we go. I'm pretty sure you could swap this hardware with the Buzz hardware or Stout V2 hardware or Vero Synapse hardware, or, you know, many things. They all look the same to me, which is kind of good, you know. Universal pivots. Let's clean inside the pivot. Oh wow, look at that. Schmutz on schmutz. So they did have some Loctite in there that didn't cure. I always wonder how they do it. I think they put too much oil in all over the knife, and then they put Loctite in, but it never cures. That's why you get knives from factory that you think should be Loctited and they just aren't, you know. So doesn't look like the washers have built up much of a track, so I'm probably just gonna leave that alone. That way I can save them. Although I think I got another set in the... So let's flip them. So you'll see there's a little bit of a track there. If I flip it over, it's clean. So we're just gonna... Oh shit, we're gonna drop it is what we're gonna do. And then never find it. Shit. Well, that's why I have this. Give me a second. Been a while since I dropped the washer or anything. Got it. Okay, calm down. Yeah, these are awesome, guys. You can get these on Amazon. Link is down below. Alright, so I wanted to take a little bit of KPL just to hold the washers down, make it easier on ourselves. Whoops. Man, shit's so small. Knife stuff. It's hard to hang on to. Okay. There's some threads on the inside here. You see that? I wonder what that's for, because it's not... Like, I see that they glued the... Maybe they were gonna screw these in, and then they decided to glue it. Because there's threads in there. But then they're just glued. Interesting. Cool stuff. Alright, so we're going to take a little KPL on here as well. Just a little. Around the outside. Around the outside. Do I have this going the right way? I think I do. Show side, right? Yep. Okay. We need our Skifferunis. Come on now. Grab our handy dandy Tinker Force tin, and that holds our Skiff stuff. Bearing card. What we want is this 5mm 11 ball, 5mm 1/16 11 ball. Screenshot that if you're gonna do this. Take a little bit of Luby. Get the hair off of that. Clean my fingers. Then I'm going to take a Q-tip and I'm going to clean inside this detent ball hole just to be safe in case there's any schmutz. Could affect nothing there. Clean the detent ball. Good. Then we take a little KPL heavy for the detent ball track. Looks like we got some already. Perfect. You'll notice no detent ball ramp, which is great. I do not need that on every knife. Okay. Alrighty. Backspacer. Where do you go in? Like this? Yep. Like that. I don't see any pins or anything weird that I need. So we can go ahead and drop this on and hope. Oh, we should probably close it. Probably be the best. Try to do it closed on Best Tech knives. Pretty much the right way to do it in general, but especially on Best Tech knives. Everything's clicking except for this stop pin up here. Okay. I don't know. Skiffs might be too thick for this boy. Sometimes it happens, and I don't know why, but we're gonna see. Really? That's it. Interesting. Okay. Centering's good. Okay, centering's dead on. Looks good in there. Just didn't tighten down much, but fires well. No play. No lock stick. Feels the same. It's a little tighter, but I think that's because, you know, I tightened it. There's no rock or anything. It doesn't look thick or anything. I think we're good. It's just, you know, loosen it a little bit. Oh, yeah, it's definitely tight. That's for sure. Still centered. There we go. And the bearings haven't worked their track yet, so should just get better. Yeah, buddy. All right, let's see if we still have that play. Nope, it's gone. So that was the bearings. There's no play anymore either. Hell yeah, boy. All right, so let's take it apart with a pivot and just see what we are working with. Everything's together. Everything looks clean. You know what I'm thinking. Glue, baby. All right, so drive it back in. Tighten it to there. Centered. Sick action. Is there play? And maybe a little. Close it. Tighten it to there. No play. Yeah, so it's a very small window. It's probably be a better one to glue, or to Loctite versus glue, but I don't roll like that. I want to pocket this thing now, so let's just see. No play. All right, so I'm just gonna go for it here. We're gonna take our marker, put our mark down, right? So what you do is, now you take the screw out, you put your Loctite or glue or whatever on, you get it back in, and you line it up with that mark, see? And then you test it. How does it feel? Right? Centered, all that good shit. And then you're good to go. So I just need to get the glue on here. Clean it one more time. Probably should clean the inside one more time too. Okay. Take my glue skis. So, a couple ways you can do it. I like to take just a tiny bit. Try to get it in the threads. Then take my screw, which sometimes doesn't want to sit on the driver well, and then we gotta get it going, baby. I go a little tighter than where we had it because I did feel that little bit of play there. So fires, no play. Whoa, boy. I think I nailed it. We have dead nut centering. Detent feels right. Lock up on point. No play whatsoever. Drops to the nail. Smooth as butter on the close. So now we just wait, you know, a minute. Really should wait like 25 minutes, so you know what? I'm probably gonna just not open it again. I'll slow open it so I can clean the blade, but yeah. There you go. That is a disassembly, reassembly bearing swap of the new Griffin Company Scout F3 in lefty. Now that same disassembly will apply for a righty. Obviously, you just do it backwards or whatever. It's a sweet little knife, guys. I gotta say, I'm surprised by this one. I didn't even know it existed until that pre-order showed up. And then people were telling me, he's doing lefties, if, you know. And I was like, oh shit, he's doing lefties? Cool. So I got in there, and he had to sell a certain number to make it happen. It was like 35 or something, and he, I think, just hit it. And I think he just ordered probably 50 because that's what Best Tech will do, I think, is a minimum for lefties. So, cool shit, though. Glad he did it. And hopefully, the rest of you chuckleheads out there that are left-handed, always crying about righty knives, will pick one up. But more than likely, you're going to say, oh, that's too much money, $330, but I wanted full lefty, but I didn't want to spend that. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I like it a lot. It kind of does remind me of the F5 in a way. Like size-wise a little bit. The feel, the kind of chunk of it. It's a little chunk. Right? It's not like ultra thin. And it has that area where like you're supposed to choke up, but nobody tells you. So people hold it back here, but you're like, nah, this is where you hold it, bro. But I like the drop point blade. It's very simple yet cool. Yeah, I don't know. I really like it. So this is going to be in my front left pocket for a little while, guys. Let me know what you think. Hopefully you picked one up. If you didn't, links are down below. And hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day. I will catch you later.